JT really want us to believe that the reason why she threw her phone and went off on Uzi was because somebody was sitting in her seat. Girl, and I know. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another King of Reads video. Happy Halloween. Or is it giving Hallelujah night? It's been a spooky week. I hope y'all have enjoyed y'all week. We got so many things to talk about. Little petty stuff, little funny stuff, little serious stuff all around. But this is a King of Reads video. Y'all know how we do it. We got to talk about JT, City Girls interview on The Breakfast Club. And DJ Envy was silent as that's why. Girl, very silent. I guess these accusations might be getting to him. Let's talk about Erica Mena and her interview with Carlos King. For what reason, I do not know. Girl, she put on her Sunday's darkest best to do this interview with Carlos King. And I'm just so confused, girl. What's going on, sister? We gotta talk about the mess with Dwight Howard. Girl, there's a lot with that. We gotta talk about Cardi B feeling, maybe I need to ease up on Tasha K a little bit. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I have thoughts. We gotta talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. The taglines are out, and Candace, the high notes ain't in. So many things to talk about, as well as Summer Walker and Chrisean. Girl, Summer Walker, you walk right on into that, and I don't know if that's something you want to do, but girl, before we get into any of this, let's go ahead and get to this mental health check-in. I'm gonna keep it brief, I'm gonna keep it light. This month's been a lot. I'm ready for it to end. It's been spooky, a lot of stuff. I'm just ready for her to go. But I am happy to be here telling y'all about my feelings and all of the things. I hope y'all enjoying y'all Friday. I hope y'all enjoying y'all week. I hope that y'all are out here getting y'all Halloween outfits out. I ain't never dressed up for Halloween as an adult. If y'all are doing, what y'all doing? Like, what y'all dressing up as? That's something I ain't never did. It's cute in theory, but spending that money, I don't know about that. And all that work that goes into it, I don't know about any of that. I am thinking about going to a Haunted Halloween tomorrow. Haunted Halloween house or whatever that's called. I might do that tomorrow and see what that's giving. But I don't have anything planned for Halloween. That's probably all I got for this weekend. I know Spell House is going on this weekend, and which is Morehouse and Spellman's Homecoming, and there's also something else going on this weekend. There's a lot of things going on in Atlanta. Also, Keith Lee is in Atlanta right now, and I just got to do a video about why Atlanta restaurants suck. So that's the mental health check-in. Brief, light, cute, all that other stuff. So let's go ahead and get into the tea for today. Let's get it out the way. JT talking about why she threw her phone at Uzi. So she was with the Breakfast Club sitting down. City Girls, they talked about a lot of stuff. They talked about, the album sales, like they're of, and the timing and all that. And then they also, JT had shared that the reason why she threw her phone at Uzi, JT had shared the reason why she threw her phone at Uzi and went off on him because somebody by the name of ASAP Bari was sitting in her seat or whatever, and she felt disrespected, like, why you ain't, get up, like, I'm about to sit down, like, what's going on, be a gentleman. ASAP Bari responded very disrespectfully, calling her the B word, and said that the reason why this happened was because of Ice Spice and all that. And to me, the story sounds more sense for it to be Ice Spice. Like, it sounds more like this. I can't see, oh, you got this goofy in my seat, like, what's going on? Like, I don't see that making somebody that upset. I just don't see that. But, ASAP Bari didn't have to respond like the way he did. That was very disrespectful. It sounds like JT trying to clean it up. She sounds like she's trying to clean it up. And, we don't know. But it don't sound right to me. And I'm believing ASAP Bari. I think that it had something to do with Ice Spice. But, she was, sharing her story. She wasn't being disrespectful. There was no need for ASAP Bari to, respond that way. He could have just said, yeah, all right. He could have said, yeah, all right. And that's it. Like, or he could have just not said anything. Like, it's just, these men be acting like they don't be gossiping, but y'all be gossiping. Y'all love gossiping. Y'all like talking. So, City Girls album is out. I told y'all that some folks had mixed reviews. I still haven't listened to it. I haven't, I haven't been on the road and driving as much, so that's the only time I listen to new music is when my hands are just like completely free. Like, especially somebody that I'm not necessarily checking for. Now if it was something JT was putting out by herself, then absolutely. I like JT's singles and stuff. Baby, one thing about it, No Bars, mwah. I listen to that song like a lot. Like I love mwah, No Bars. No Bars. Like every time she said mwah, No Bars, it's so sexy to me. I love it. I do think the timing and the rollout for this album was trash. We did not hear a lot about it. It's it's something going on. But just rollout just wasn't giving. It just wasn't. But it is the City Girls. They about to do a separate thing. Love that for them. Speaking of rollouts, Nicki Minaj has decided to push her album back, the Pink Print 2. What is it? Pink Friday 2? Something, I don't know. Something pink and, some beats. But she's pushed it back and it's going to be coming out on her birthday. I'm not surprised at this because the rollout has been garbage. It's giving Queen rollout even worse. Like, it's bad. It's looking bad. I hate that for sister. I hate that for her. But the rollout is just not giving, like, there's no conversation really outside of the fan base about the anticipation of her album. It's just not, it's not going well. We've seen some pictures that I'm not sure what's going on with the pictures. The pictures are cute, but it's just, where are the things, where are like the press interviews, where is the stuff, like, where are the things at? It's just not been a cute rollout. Actually, a lot of folks are not having no cute rollouts right now. Like, it's just, what's going on? I don't know. It's just, I'm so confused with that. But, I'm not surprised that she done pushed it back. Nicki, this is the thing. Why would you even say, I'm gonna do it fine, I'm gonna do it, this gonna be the, and then you turn around and I have to push it back. You did the same thing with Queen. Have you not learned? Because Queen actually was not a bad album. The rollout was just bad. I don't know what to expect from this album. Maybe it's good, but the rollout, girl, come on now. You pushing back like less than a month before it's coming out? Like, it's just, what's going on? Where are the things that you're supposed to be the queen of rap? You're supposed to be out here like doing it, but you ain't doing it. It's doing you, and it looks bad. It just looks really, really bad for her. I hope she gets it together, because girl, this is not cute for somebody that's been in the game this long. It's just not really cute at all. I'm just very disappointed. Yeah, I know pushbacks and stuff happen. I know it happens. And granted, the Queen album, I understood why it was, because Beyonce and Jay-Z was releasing the album and stuff, and maybe she got worried and said, hey, let me push my stuff back. But the rollout is what hurt Queen, the album. The rollout is what hurt it. And I'm seeing this now because there's no press right now. Like, nobody's talking. Nobody's really talking. So, girl, you've been throwing a lot of shade. You've been throwing a lot of shade to a lot of other girls and, taking shots. So, if this album comes out and it does not do well, you have nobody to blame but yourself. Like, you have nobody to blame but yourself. And, girl, we gonna see, because you've been taking shots at the girls who ain't been able to do, big numbers and stuff. So if this album don't do big numbers, it's gonna be very interesting to watch. Let's move on. Let's talk about these high notes. So the taglines for Real Housewives of Potomac is out, and none of them are memorable. None of them are memorable at all. Giselle, I'm no angel, but give me some grace. You'll learn to adore me. Boo, Ashley. You don't have to dig for gold when you shine this bright. Boo. I just took a DNA test and turns out I 100% don't care. Somebody said that the writers are on strike for real, because this is bad. Candace, when they go low, I just hit a high note. This would actually work. I may be small, ooh, but we keep getting these from folks who can't sing. Like Candace Dillard. Like, girl, I just hit a high note. These are so dated. Like, when they go low, I go high. Like, these taglines are so dated. Oh my God. This is how I know the end of these shows is coming, because it's like, this shit sounds old as hell. When they go low, I hit a high note. Like, that comes from, when they go low, that was doing the 2016 campaign. Like, it's 2023. Like, Michelle Obama said that how many years ago? Like, what? And I just took a DNA test. Like, that was Lizzo's song. Like, when was this? Like, oh God. Like, are we serious right now? It's just, oh my God. Y'all ain't got your hands on the culture. Like, this is why this is terrible. Here go Wendy's. If you're going to test a professor, be prepared to fail. It's not bad. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just there. And this is from the professor. This is the best you can write up? Sure. We have our new girl, Nicki Minaj, if I'm saying her name correctly. Nigeria raised me, LA made me, and Potomac will remember me. You know what? What I think she wanted to say is Potomac paid me. If she said that, that would have ate. Like if she said like Potomac's paying me, period, like that would have ate down. Like, Nigeria raised me, LA made me, and Potomac is paying me, period. Like, that would have ate down. Like, that would have ate down. But see, that's it. Like, it just didn't. Mia, it doesn't matter the size of our home. I'm always the queen of this castle. No. Karen, I don't ride the fence, honey. I am the fence. You ride me. Best season ever. Like, Karen, it's not bad. It's not good either. It's not, the writers are on strike. Like, y'all need to be hitting the gays up. Y'all use it for everything else. But the taglines are just, it's just not giving. But this is Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm interested in seeing what this season is going to give. I won't be watching it though. I did watch the trailer for Married to Medicine. I did a live reaction to it on Patreon. Girl, this trailer, for it to be 10 years in the game for Married to Medicine, the only thing that will make this trailer decent or good if Mariah was in that casket. Like, if Mariah comes out of that casket, I will scream. Like, that's the only thing that will gag me, if Mariah comes out of that casket. Because we celebrate 10 years, we need Mariah. Mariah! But yeah, the Married to Medicine trailer, yeah, best season ever, I guess. It's just, ooh, reality shows just not hitting like they used to anymore. It's just time to let it go. 10 years? Like, it's 10 years in the game and I'm still the tastiest peach, period. Yeah. But I don't want to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. I want to talk about Married to Medicine. Y'all gonna watch it, let me know, da-da-da. Let's move on, talk about some serious stuff. Dwight Howard, oh my God, like, woo, this story has been going on for some years. There's been rumors and stuff that Dwight Howard, you know, is having relationships with folks, with men and all that other stuff. Like, who cares? And now Dwight Howard is, you know, coming forward and just, you know, yeah, like I, you know, did it, yeah, that happened, whatever, but, you know, it's not going the way that they're saying. So Dwight Howard has been accused of, you know, some inappropriate things while having a relationship or whatever with these people, like forcing folks to do stuff and, you know, being a little bit of a predator. And, you know, in these claims and stuff, like it seems like it's getting serious. Because now he got to prove that these things did not happen. And what is bothering me is seeing Dwight Howard get on social media and make fun of the stuff, like laugh about it and, you know, say, oh, y'all all in my business and all that. And I'm just like, Dwight, these are very serious allegations. So he has been hit with a sexual assault lawsuit and he's asking for it to be, you know, dismissed. He wants the assault and the battery charge to be dismissed. Now, this is from ESPN. In court documents obtained by ESPN, Howard said Monday that he engaged in consensual sexual activity with a man named Stephen Harper during a July 2021 encounter at Howard's Georgia residence. Howard denied that he caused any injury to Harper, according to the filing. In the original complaint filed in July, Harper's lawyer said he and Howard first began corresponding over direct messages on Instagram in May of 2021, with Harper initiating the exchange. Harper accused Howard of sexually assaulting him at Howard's home during the subsequent July 2021 encounter. Now, Dwight Howard is saying all this stuff is consensual, all this other stuff. Like, there was this Twitter account who been said some stuff about Dwight Howard and all the other stuff. When it comes to exposing quote unquote DL men and all of that, like this stuff is very like complicated. Dwight Howard is a known basketball player. He is someone who holds more money than most and more social capital than most. So Howard, Dwight, you have to be like aware of that. You have to be aware of that. And one thing I've noticed about celebrities and stuff, the longer they become rich and have and hold all of this social capital, they start to lose a taste of reality. They think the world revolves around them. Like, you know, I've seen it. I've seen it. Like, they think they can do things, you know, and get away with it. Like, I'm such and such, I can get away with these. And we know that. Like, we've seen the stories of executives being called out for inappropriate relationships and stuff with workers and folks who, you know, they had worked with in the past. Like, we see that. We've seen it. And Dwight, I am not sure who to believe in this. To be honest, I'm, you know, siding with the victim. Yes, there are some folks out here that might tell a story and tell a lie about some experiences that y'all had. And, you know, sometimes that does happen. But this is kind of the risk you take when you are like engaging in this type of stuff. Like, this is the risk that you're taking. You need to be making sure that you're doing stuff right. Like, you need to be making sure you're thinking with your head. And some of the things is just, I don't know how he's responding and laughing at, like, this is some serious stuff. Like, these accusations and stuff ain't like no bull crap. And him steady responding, like joking and making TikToks and Instagram videos and stuff, it's just making it hard for me to believe him even more. But I, you know, hope, you know, the truth and stuff comes out. I hope that, you know, we get to something. I don't see it being thrown out, but it's honestly like, you know, one person's word against another person's word of what happened. You know, I'm not sure if there are other, you know, people who were there who witnessed it, who can speak on it. But it's just, I don't know. Like, it's just, you know, Dwight, like, girl, you got a whole family, bro. Like, you know, not even about like you what you do in your bedroom. Just like, think about your children. Like, think about your children. Think about your child when you are doing silly, goofy stuff. And you making these TikTok videos about something serious like that. This doesn't make any sense. Moving on to other stuff that don't make sense. Tasha K and this Cardi B situation. So Cardi B was on a Twitter space, which I thought she was taking a break, a hiatus and whatever from social media. One week she's having, you know, a spaz out on Twitter space, and the next one she's, I guess, just, I don't know. I don't know. So Cardi B says she feels like she might have, you know, like might have to, you know, rethink her $1 million case with Tasha K. And I think that she should let it keep going. I think that, you know, all jokes aside, Tasha K has not shown us one time that she is, you know, sorry about any of this. She continues to, like, doing the same thing. She's still being disgusting online. And I don't see it.
And when you got a woman that has everything, and I'm not saying this, listen to what I'm saying right now. She has the fame. She has the money. She got a husband. He ain't perfect. That's fine. She got 2 beautiful children.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. That's how I know. This is how I know that Tasha K, like, all of this is a performance for her. All of this is a performance for her. He ain't perfect. There was no need to say that. But this is her, like, throwing her little jab in. Tasha K is online crying. It sucks. This $3 million judgment is going to affect Tasha K for the rest of her life. Like, it's affecting her kids now. There's no way out of this. There's no way you're going to be able to get approved for a home or anything with a $3 million in debt. $3 million automatic. Like, $3 million? And I know she ain't making that much money on YouTube like that. I know she not. So it's just, you know, yes, it does suck. Had you been honest, you had time and time to be aware of the things that you were saying. Not one time did you show any type of remorse. You're still throwing shots in this video. You're still bringing her up in discussions and stuff. They had to respond to some other. You were still going ham. Not serious. Not serious. The only thing that Cardi B could probably do is recommend her to a therapist, to be honest. Like, recommend her, like, to somebody who will help her with her, like, whatever she got going on. Because something has to not be right for you to be doing the things that you're doing online. Like, this whole thing started from you making a comment about this girl having her, like, a STI. And you knew it wasn't true, but you were being rewarded with currency, with social capital, all that. Like, you was getting followers, you was getting like coin off of the videos and stuff. Now it's serious because now you're losing money. If your morality is only changing and your ethics are only changing once you go broke, something is wrong. Like, when you are making the money and everything is good and you be disgusting, you only think about what you're doing and the harm until you get broke, then, you know, justice is served. I'm sorry. Oh, she has more than most. Yes, she do. Absolutely. Like, yeah, Cardi B has more than most, but she should not be experiencing something like that where somebody's making a lie about something as serious as STI. Like, it's just, that's like making it, and it's not true. I remember somebody had tweeted me sometime like earlier this year and was saying, oh, you interviewed with Tasha K a couple years ago. Yes. And in that video, you can hear me talk about my experience of being someone who is HIV positive. And also, if you pay attention, if the video is still up, I also brought up that we should not be out here talking about someone's STI, whatever. We should not be using that. I even told her that face to face. I told her that this was wrong. And that's the reason why I stopped, like, you know, doing anything with her. I was supposed to do something. This is the main reason why I stopped, like, following her and just was not interested in her anymore, because she was continuously doing the same thing. Like, I'm not going to be out here sitting next to somebody who's doing something like that, while also I am a person who's HIV positive, experiencing harm and nasty things said about me being positive. Like, why would I do that? So, like, what is that? I don't mind having a conversation with folks about things like this and sitting down with them. But if you don't change, then I have to go. Period. I have to go. So yeah, you know, Tasha K, she got her boo-hoo and crying, all that other stuff. Whoo, child, I don't know, child. It's not making sense for me. I'm not feeling it. I'm just not. I'm not sure. Like, Cardi B, you do what you want to. It's your stuff, but Tasha K is not remorseful in any sense about this. So let's talk about Summer Walker and Chrisean. So, child, I saw this comment as soon as Summer Walker posted that video, that skit of her holding that puppet and was pretending to be Chrisean with the you know, blacked out tooth and just making fun of Chrisean. I was just like, girl, Summer Walker, sister, wrong road. Like, it's just the wrong road. And come to find out it was the wrong road. Girl, that was a mess. That was a mess. And, you know, Chrisean responded and dragged her. Like, basically clapped back and said, girl, you got some nerve. You got some nerve with you and your 3 baby daddies. Like, girl, like, Summer, you don't like for folks to do you like that. You don't like for folks to, you know, include you in a drama. Like, girl, I don't know, like, I like Summer Walker. I've said that several times before. I enjoy Summer Walker. I think she's a sweet girl. But there are some things that Summer Walker does that's like, it makes me question her, like, ethics. Like, there was no need to be making fun of Chrisean like that. Like, it was just not. Especially when you have your own things and you are sensitive about your stuff. Like, when your ex was around here going to their cousin's house and you know, cheating on you and all that other stuff, like, you want folks to respect your privacy, respect your stuff. Like, don't do that. Like, you want folks to respect you, but you're not doing the same thing. You want folks to, like, oh, don't, you know, do this, but then you out here making fun of this girl and posting it to you. It was just no need to do that. Like, you went, edited, and posted this video on Instagram. You recorded it, you edited, posted it, and not one time you say, you know what, maybe not. Like, it's okay if you and your friends was kikiing and joking about it at a party or something, but you went and posted this to your millions of followers on Instagram. Like, think about that. Like, think about that. Yeah, child, it just wasn't giving. Let's move on to this Jonathan Majors misinformation tour that is going on right now. Baby, his lawyers are working overtime between hiring Megan Good to make him seem like he like black women to him breaking up this fight with these 2 kids to now the story going on about the girl who, he was accused of getting into an altercation with, being arrested for lying and stuff. Somebody is working overtime to put out misinformation, and it's getting bad. Like, the same thing that happened to Megan Thee Stallion is currently happening right now. Like, just misinformation after misinformation. And what that does is that makes the witness not look liable. Like, even just publicly, like even on a public scale, just like makes the witness like, oh girl, like she lying. Because why is all this stuff happening? Like, that's what's happening. And I wouldn't be surprised because a lot of money is riding on this, considering that Jonathan Majors is playing one of the villains, the biggest villain for Marvel right now. And I don't know what Marvel do. I think Marvel's gonna do a hard reset, reboot situation very soon. Because I feel like they just like, girl, we got too much going on. And these last couple of movies ain't been chewing. They ain't eating right now. But it's a lot of money riding on this, and Jonathan Majors is, he was a well sought after actor. Like, his brand was sickening. He was playing in some big movies, and he's a talented actor. But right now, it ain't looking good. And this misinformation stuff is just, it's not. And people are so, we're falling for it so easy. Oh, she was arrested for lying. The case is still going forward. Like, the case is going forward next month. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, how, huh? Like, girl, I don't know. I can get into it even more, but I don't have the energy. But, these are my thoughts about the things that's going on. I hope y'all are having a happy Halloween, and y'all enjoying all the candy and all the things, because I might give me some candy too and some Twix. My favorite candy is Twix, but I messed up some Reese's. I love some peanut butter. But that's all I got. Tell me what y'all thought about all the content, all the conversations today. Let me know in the comments, and talk to you later. Bye.